Hi John, lovely to meet up at the range and do some work on your game. Just a quick recap on the key points that we covered. First of all, if we look at your swing, particularly your move through the ball and how it relates to your hips, and just a swing overall, the first thing we see is that during the backswing we have a tremendous move off the golf ball to the right. So all this forward bend that you have at address has been maintained. But unfortunately, as the swing centre moves back, this means that every shot we hit, if we stay in that position, we're hitting up and also across the golf ball. So remember, it's a two-way deal. We're going to hit up, but we're also going to hit across, and the resultant shot there is going to be a slice. You can see there the upper centre stays back, the lower centre of gravity is also well back, and the follow-through can best be described as hips back. If we take a little look here at what some of the leading players in the world are now doing, the first thing we're going to notice is that the body weight doesn't move off, and the framework of the swing tends to be a little bit more out in front of the golf ball at impact, resulting in a downward and outward hit on the golf ball. So the first thing we're going to see is no move off the golf ball. You can see that the side bend to the left is in place. We're then going to see the hips move forward further for longer, meaning that the golf club now is attacking the golf ball from the inside. In the through swing, hips are forward and the butt is tucked underneath the torso. So a completely different finish. So the first thing we got you to do, and the feeling that we had, was that you had to keep the head still, keep the head over the ball, and to try and do that, the feeling initially was just to make you familiar with it. So here we are on the sort of top centre screen, just stabilising the head. And you can see as you do that, we just compare that to your original swing at the top of the backswing. Completely different, and the left arm's already started to free up. We've got rid of some of this sort of forward bend that we had at address, and we've started to extend and stretch the spine out during the backswing. The footies that we see here, this is great. I mean, there's a big improvement. First of all, we're going to feel like the head is moving 3 inches towards the target. That was your goal, and you can see clearly on this footage that it doesn't. So the feeling during this golf swing is that the head moves towards the target. As you do that, the left shoulder works down for longer, the spine stretches out, and you can see the difference in the amount that, one, the left arm has travelled, and two, the amount at which we've moved off the golf ball. Everything now is over the top of the ball, doesn't have to be lunged across, and if we just run these two swings through to the finish, look at the difference in the position of the hips in the finish on these two swings. Hips now much more forward, belt buckle over the left toe as opposed to in the centre of the stance. Brilliant progress. The other thing we talked about at your setup is try and just drop the shaft so that the sort of grip is pointing towards the belt buckle, and also in turn just soften the angles off here. Feel like you're going to get over it a little bit more and point the eyes and the chin down a touch more. That makes it much easier to turn the shoulders on a tilted angle. Good luck with it, and look forward to working with you again in a week or so's time. Well done.